Hello everyone, welcome to chapter, 112 on my RLBR Custom Creations YouTube channel. It is the weekend edition again, and today I thought that I would give you a little bit of update as to what's happening in our hallway renovation here. And if you want to see what we're up to, all you have to do is stay tuned. Well, just thought we'd maybe give you a bit of an update. It's been about, oh boy, I even forget which video I talked about this last. But anyway, it's a couple ago. We blew snow on the last one. Basically, the hallway is really quite important. You wouldn't think that it's an important room to renovate, but in the general scheme of people moving around in your house, when they end up going to the washroom or whatever, they're going to see the hallway. And the hallway, in my opinion, should look good just like any other room. So eventually, not this video, we're going to do a bit of a bathroom update as well, because you saw me putting the glass or the mirror on the Baltic birch door pieces that I'd made earlier. Though that glass is installed, it went in beautifully. It's wonderful in there now. It really does finish up that opening nicely. And all that needs to go in there yet is the towel cabinet above the toilet. And I'll show you the bathroom again when that's done. But then the bathroom's completely done. Okay, so getting back to the hallway here. Basically, if you can just come with me a little bit, and look at the ceiling. And for right now, the ceiling is as good as I'm going to get it. I would say that for those of you that keep track of drywall finishing stages, I would classify this as a level 5 finish because it is completely floated. There is very, very minimal areas where the actual drywall is showing through the joint compound or the mud. So I've done the best I can. Hopefully once I get it primed, then we're going to take the light and we're going to shine it on it again, and maybe both Sheila and I are looking, and we'll fix every little imperfection. And that should finish off the ceiling, but I'm going to do that after primer. We have done it the best we can without primer, but there's sometimes I find that the primer helps. I don't know if this is really right as far as drywall terminology goes, but the primer seems to stabilize everything a little bit. And if you have little areas, they're easy to just cover with a wee bit of mud and away you go. So we're going to prime the ceiling before we do a final check. But anyway, the walls, this last week, Sheila and I went around and basically we did this. We shone this light on the wall, and between the both of us looking, we found little imperfections and we filled them with drywall mud. So if there were, like in this case here, there was a screw that was just starting to push on the paint a little bit. When you shone the light on it, you could see it. So I took a hammer, dimpled it, and basically now we've got what I would call pretty much a perfect finish. So for today, what I'm going to do, this is all staged, by the way, because when we get doing this for real, I'm going to use the vacuum version of this that I have, because the dust in here, when you're renovating and doing something like this with drywall and you're living in the house, the dust is unbelievable. So you want to take steps to minimize that. But this was what I'm going to spend the afternoon looking at here. I'm going to make sure that everything's sanded smooth, and then we're going to sweep everything off, and we're going to prime the ceiling, and that's probably where this video is going to end. So with that in mind, we'll bring you back when there's something new to show you. All right, well, I finished putting primer on. I am not a very good painter. I hate painting. It's the thing that I loathe about the most. I'd actually rather put drywall mud on The sanding's no fun, but I'd rather apply the mud than paint. Uh, but the paint did exactly, or the primer did exactly what I hoped it would do. It highlighted a few of the areas. I don't know how much of it you can see, but that's a good thing. Uh, and it's a little patchy. It's just been put on a couple hours ago. Should be dry by now, but I don't know. Uh, but like I said, I think it's maybe that it adds a little bit of shine to the ceiling. It makes defects easier to see. I have a little bit of work here yet, but it's all really small stuff. So it'll be just taking my tray and a little bit of drywall mud and wiping over the area once and finishing it. And then we'll use ceiling paint and paint it probably 2 coats, and then it'll be done. I think I'll be very happy with it in the end. I think it's going to work out just fine. I primed about a brush width down onto the wall because there was some raw joint filling compound or drywall mud on the wall itself, but and it made that transition between the wall and the ceiling really quite nice. So yeah, it's the ceiling's coming along quite nicely. I am going to take that attic access out and just put a piece of drywall in there. I've got a new piece. I'm just going to throw that one away, and then we'll paint it all and make it nice. Put casing around it. Went to Windsor Plywood in Saskatoon and ordered all the baseboard and casing for around the new doors and jambs and all that stuff. So I'll be able to pick some of it up next week. And yes, a baseboard that we chose a number of years ago isn't the most popular, or it's not usually stocked. So we had to get that ordered. So that's coming the week after. This door that I'm showing you was a 2-foot bifold door, and my wife does not like bifold doors, so eventually we will have probably only one in this house. But there's a regular hinged door going in here. Might have to modify a little bit to fit the opening, but that's going to get done. And the flooring is also going to get changed. We're going to match the flooring that we had installed in the new part, and we bought enough to do everything we needed because we realized early that if you don't buy it when you're doing it, you're completely out of luck, usually a couple of years down the road. And when you do things like I do things, everything's kind of on the 5-year plan. You need to make sure you buy your stuff. The other thing that's going to change is we've got a railing here with wood balusters in it, and that I put in, oh jeepers, that's 40 years ago. And that doesn't match the new reality in here. And that new reality, by the way, that'll be the only bifold left in here. But the new reality here is these metal balusters, and I have enough of them to do the old railing, so that we're going to do. And then here's another bifold that's being replaced. But other than that, I think we're going to go with this gray color scheme, light gray and a dark gray that my wife likes, and I think it looks good. That's the moldings that I took off from the doors today. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video today. I just wanted to do a quick little update on our work to date in the hallway and how the renovation's going. The new flooring will end up coming to about, you can see I find my foot there, about there, so about even with the end of that wall. And then it's going to We're going to leave the old flooring in the rest of the house, or the rest of the kitchen dining room, because eventually I have to build a new set of kitchen cabinets, and then we're going to change everything after that. So anyway, as I was saying, I started to close this video earlier already, and I'm still talking. But yeah, we're moving along slowly here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And when you're doing things like this, if your renovation is going to take you a long time, make sure you buy all that stuff that you need when you buy the first stuff, because it may not be there when you need it 5 years later. And dust is a huge problem when you're working with drywall, so do what you can to control that. You can see I didn't control the painting very well, but I'm not too concerned because this is going out anyway. So like I said twice already, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And that closes off the weekend edition. So we'll see you towards the end of next week. Have a good one. Take care.